What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology, the Titans action, spawning in the blue color, playing as Ra. His name is Mosca. His opponent today in the red color, playing as Thor. His name is Skady. Yes, this is I believe this is the semifinals or winners semifinals of the BR tournament. This is a tournament restricted to Brazilian players only. What am I doing here? Well, I'm casting, and apparently that's okay. Apparently this game was cast live, but it was really laggy and the VOD disappeared. So I was asked kindly to review these recorded games, so we're going to have a watch. Both of these players having a really good tournament run thus far. Obviously, Mosca here making the semifinals, going to be feeling really good about that, but he has come up now against the terrifying presence that is Skady, and Skady is going with his free win Thor. I'm not 100% sure what the rules are at the moment in regards to God picks in this tournament. Maybe someone in the chat can let me know if Thor is, sorry, not Thor, if God's a free pick or if it's pick one and only one. Not 100% sure, but we'll have to wait and see the map, or even if what the maps are. Maybe it's just random map here as well. I'm not sure where to find the rules, but nonetheless, it's free pick and random maps every game. So it's very much like the ladder, so to speak. So these guys don't know what map they're going to be getting, don't know anything, and we do see the Thor pick here for Skady. Skady is one of those players who's going out there and he says Thor's really good. Very rare to see these Norse gods in the finals, and when we do see them in the finals, they often end up falling to the stronger Greeks or Egyptians or even Atlanteans. But there's a lot of top players out there who like to go, no, Norse is good. Now, of all of the top gods that you could be happy to see picking Thor into, Ra is one of them. Ra is one of those gods that has been struggling against Norse at the top level in tournaments of late. We see Chemo losing to players like Count von Count's Odin in recent memory, Ra versus Odin. So it is a thing to have in the back of your mind that this isn't a free win here for Ra by any stretch. But it's still going to be, Skady's still going to have his work cut out for him. He does get Ghost Lake. The hunt here, not the best. 5 caribou only. 4 boars, not the best hunt, but not terrible hunt either. So we'll see how things are going to go. We'll see what sort of a strategy Mosca wants to go for here. Generally speaking, when I play this matchup as Egyptian, I really like to play a classical fight here. I would recommend that for Egyptian players, but on a map like this, classical fight might not be the best of ideas here for Ra, but we'll have to wait and see how things are going to shape up. Relics on the map, we do have the Hardest Folly with the increased scout line of sight there, as well as the Head of Orpheus with the building line of sight up to 8 there for that one. Really good relic in terms of what Mosca has found here with that building line of sight. It's effectively equal to 150 wood in terms of signal fires, but it also impacts walls, I believe. So your walls also get line of sight as well, which can be a really big boost if you're playing as like Thor or something, which obviously we're seeing Skady. You could put a wall down and get line of sight on a gold mine or something like that for very cheap. But we'll see how things are going to go as the temple is already up and we do see 4 City. Now 4 City is a must for Thor versus Ra. You can't not go 4 City here. If I see Freya against Ra, I start going, why? Because what does 4 City give you access to? A counter to the rock. You get access to 2 trolls. 2 trolls can take out a rock very simply, and it's really important. If you don't do that, your life gets so frustrating as the Thor player because you don't have a ranged hero. You don't until you don't have a ranged hero at all. You can get thrown axeman. Doesn't work very well against a whole bunch of chariot archers inside of that rock. You can get yourself fire giant as well in the mythic age, but it takes a while to get there. So it is important to go 4 City here every single opportunity you have against Ra to deal with that. So we'll see how things are going to go here now for Mosca. Mosca is getting himself a second monument here up already. It is a relatively late advance time. Lots of villagers on the gold. He's gone through Tar, so it might be a fast second town center for Mosca here. He's got the town center up here with the villagers nice and close. If we take a look here at the resources, Not LTA, I meant LA. It's not team games anymore as we see the resources coming in. It looks like Mosca does have the resources for a town center, but Skady, he's also going for a town center here as Shadoof comes through immediately, and this is basically going to be your stock standard Ra opening. I hate this opening as Ra because it effectively, if you know as any player, if you know that Ra is going for this opening, you can just rush. You can just rush this town center, force the Ra player into their main base, and then you can get your own town center up later and have an advantage here. But we're not seeing this here from Skady. He's playing the safer advance time. He's getting the safer strategy. He's getting the town center up. And Mosca gets that later advance time with a really, really nice farm build here. You can see he's short on food ever so slightly here to produce villagers straight away out of this town center, but he's going to be clicking that rain really, really quickly. And he wants to build villages here, but obviously cannot afford to. So even after all is said and done, the build not as efficient as one might think here. But we'll see how things are going to go. This house is coming up. Dwarven Armory coming through as well. And still no rain down for Mosca. There we go. How many farms is he going for? 7 farms. 12 farms here. This is a really, really interesting game we're going to see here. Because there are a lot of different options for Thor, but is Skady? It looks like Skady's just going to go for a 2 towns and a fast heroic, which personally I don't hate, but it will give Mosca a big timing attack here to push in and kill Skady. Skady is also playing very aggressively onto these caribou here. He might be able to eat them and get away from this one. I imagine Mosca is probably going to be hitting about an 8-minute and 12 to 8-minute and 30 heroic age, so he's got about a minute to eat all of these caribou, which he probably will have. And he's got all those herdables in the main base. Does he have himself husbandry here at the moment? He doesn't have husbandry. I really like getting early husbandry on these sorts of low hunt maps as well, because it means you get a little bit more herdables where that's concerned. A little bit more food in your herdables, I should say. Another thing here that you could opt into doing, as Mosca does decide to dump his food, cut his villager production, and advance, is once the rain finishes, take these villagers off the farms, go onto wood, or go onto your goats here. Farms gather really, really slow when rain's not happening. So it's a little bit of an efficiency there for Ra, and it's a big way to keep that Ra economy going super, super strong there. But we'll see how things are going to go. Anyways. Relic's coming back. We do see him. Skady is going to be picking up that hardest volley. It's not terrible for Thor because you do get Ulfsarks, which are both a scout and an infantry unit. So you do get that extra 2 line of sight on the Ulfsark there. But I imagine Skady won't be building all too many of those. We are seeing some raiding cavalry coming out here for Skady, which part of me feels like might not be the best of decisions because Mosca can just go in with cavalry and you just have a really, really difficult time dealing with that, as we do see the villagers making their way over here to put down a Migdol stronghold on this position here, as a troll coming forward here, checking things out as well. Where is the rock going to be going? It looks like it's moving up onto this position. Might find those villagers there really, really early. You don't want to lose that troll either. A really, really early locust or something is going to be big as the troll does manage to get away there. But that will mean that the Wadget and the rock can drop into each other and snipe that one down as well. So a bit of a big mistake there from Skady. He does have 24 favor, so enough to build himself another troll here as Watchtower's coming through preemptively so that the rock can't just sit in his main base. Walls are up all across the map there as well for Skady, nice and early. And he needs to start getting more military buildings down. This is something that I find when I do this sort of a strategy as Norse against Egyptian. This is where I struggle, is that I get all this crazy economy, but I can't produce it because I don't have the military buildings down. So you need to be putting them down in advance here in a big way, as we are starting to see Skady doing that. Longhouse coming down there as well. Units pulling back. We do have 1 Migdol is up. Chariot Archer, cavalry starting to come through here for Mosca, as he's going to be moving across the map as well. As the villagers pulling back, and Skady might be thinking about a 3rd town center here, but the most important thing is to get a hill fort down on this gold mine or on this gold mine. Basically just a safe hill fort somewhere on the map is going to be really, really important. We do see Bragi as the god of choice and not Skady as well. I don't know if I like this because there's Shifting Sands available. Shifting Sands is a hard counter to Bragi in a big way, as we do see Hammer Troll also coming through here in an attempt to help that troll out with dealing with the rock. Can't exactly remember if it gives just HP or if it gives damage as well. We'll have to wait and see what happens there. Actually, I can check it out. It does give an extra 20% pierce damage there, so going to be some help there as the Patukos drops. And he snipes the troll. Cancel the hammer. Okay, never mind. Nice snipe there on that troll as now the rock can move around here and cause some problems. Still no hill fort down here for Skady on this position as the dwarves are going to be pulling off and attempting to find themselves a safer location to be sitting here. He does have that dwarven gold mine in the main base as well. Is he in the... He is in the... Did he use that early? He might have. Could have got... I'm supposed to get 3,000 gold out of that one with this strategy. Not 100% sure if he did or not. But villagers getting pushed back. Walls coming up over here as well in an attempt to stop the raids from coming in. But the Herser will get targeted down there as well. As the rock searching away. So many gold mines on the back here. Mark it up in the corner here for Mosca. Mosca's plan at this moment should basically be take this game late game, prepare for Ragnarok, get your trade route, get your barracks down, and get all your upgrades, get towers, and just play this one really, really slow. Potentially even preventing this town center from coming up for a very long time here is going to be a big, smart way to play as well. As we see Hall of Fanes also coming through for Skady. In all honesty, I feel like Skady is a little bit lost at the moment in this game. I'm not sure exactly what he's trying to do. Another armory coming up as the Hammer Troll pops down here. Locust onto this many dwarves is not a bad Locust in the slightest, as we do see the Locust down onto this position as he picks off all those villages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 villages, 8 villages getting taken down there as the rock pulls back. That Hammer Troll 45 HP, not going to be enough to take the rock down just yet. That's why you need 2, so it can't just snipe that one down. As Mosca turns around, going to try and engage this army ever so slightly. The rock moving into the main base. Has to be careful of watchtowers here. Going to be tough to deal with that as the barracks are all coming up around on that position here. Mosca can also try and push forward and grab this town center as well here. Very, very simply, as obviously Skady wants to hold that Bragi for a Ragnarok push at some point here in this game. But yeah, Mosca here is still not full population. Lots and lots of resources here. He might be attempting to rush his own Mythic Age out here. Getting a Son of Osiris here out with no answer to that one in the Frost with Ballista combination possible or surrounding that Son of Osiris with Frost does mean that if Mosca can get there, it's going to be a tough position for Skady to break through as Mosca retreats back. Axeman coming through to try and help out. We see the medium Axeman coming through there as well as Skady going to be pulling back. We do see the rocks coming back here as well. Can drop in and try and snipe down the Hammer Troll there as well. And he does manage to do so. Great play there. Very good awareness from Mosca. As we've said that the troll is the counter to the rock, but that doesn't mean that it's a great counter, as Mosca is showing in a big way here. We see Sun-Dried Mudbrick, Skin of the Rhino, Fortified Town Centers, all coming through in tandem here. Mosca is already at 80 villages. Skady is at 55. And Mosca has started a trade route here to boot. Mosca is in an insanely good position right now. Tons of Herser are out here. Now, Herser do get a bonus in the armory. So getting armory upgrades and getting your Herser out does make a lot of sense here. But these Chariot Archers are still really, really strong here. As Skady turns around, going to take this fight ever so slightly. Nice marker here, going to be retreating away as the units push in and take down a house there. But Mosca going to be able to rebuild that one very, very easily, simply here. Lots and lots of gold in the bank here for Skady. Lots of resources. Balder coming through here. Scalloped Axe, Copper Mail coming through as well. Mosca knows what's coming for him. But Skady here, does he need to click the button? That's the question. Because what Skady can do is if Mosca is just going to sit back and do nothing here and just spam towers, Skady can go for a Titan. Ragnarok Titan is going to be a really, really good way to play. But Mosca has access to Shifting Sands. So he's got to be careful to not fall. Never mind, Mosca does not have access to Shifting Sands. He is pushing through in an attempt to stop the town center from coming up there. There's a couple of units into this main base here as the unit's starting to push across the map. Axeman getting built. Heavy Axeman coming through as well. But Osiris is also going to be really, really close behind the Balder And Mosca's going to have champion Axeman prepared for Ragnarok very, very simply in this game as the Chariot Archers pull back. I'm not sure what Mosca was thinking there with that Shifting Sands attack. He's got a beautiful position to sit in here and siege down this town center as well. If you could set this up preemptively with a wall up to here, get the siege works over there and get some catapults to siege that town center down, that's going to be really, really tough for Skady to defend there. As the Axemen push through, town center does finish up here. And Mosca pulling back here. Leather frame shield coming through. Not really the most important technology there at all. I would much prefer him to see him getting like the immediate Osiris, extra Pharaoh, and any other favor upgrades like Magi than getting that one, because obviously Norse doesn't have any pierce damage with the exception of Ballista and Trolls, of which obviously Skady's going to have here, but we'll see how things are going to go as the Rock does pick everything up. Got to be careful not to lose that to that Fire Giant there. But 4.0 speed is more than 3.2 speed, so can easily retreat away from that one as we do see a cheeky Siege Works coming down here. But Skady is pushing across the map. We see Bronze Mail, Copper Shields coming through as well. He does have a handful of armories up to get those upgrades in as fast as he possibly can as the Son of Osiris starting to move forward here. Now the fighting is going to start getting very, very interesting. Skady, how much of an advantage in the armory does he have? Not much of an advantage in the slightest. The only thing that Mosca is missing at the moment is his weapons upgrades as the Mummy gets sniped down. Nice play there from Skady to keep that Fire Giant nice and alive here. 70 villagers for Skady now. He's just about caught up on that one. Trade is still coming out here for Mosca. Obviously, he can get Magi. He can spam Mercenary out if he so chooses. Mosca needs to be forcing some sort of a Ragnarok here as we do see the catapult coming out. Migdol Stronghold coming down. Would love to see some walls in as well. Son of Osiris is over here. The Rock is floating above here, but the Fire Giant is in position as well to take that one out. You got to be really careful not to lose that. A la Chemo versus Matrius in, I believe, Champions League Season 3. I believe that's when it was. Maybe it was Pandora's Box. Can't remember. But we see Mosca pushing in. Going to attempt to take this town center down. He does have a retreat path here through the Rock over this position. There's a whole bunch of towers are going to be getting dropped down here as well. Crenellations, guard towers coming through for Mosca. These towers are also cheaper as well because Sun-Dried Mudbrick is in 170 gold where that's concerned. As the unit's turning around here, Son of Osiris can pull back onto this side of the cliff if he so chooses. As Signature of the Titans is coming through here for Skady. There's the what do you call it? There's the flaming weapons here, but the Rock here gets pulled back, and he does manage to take out all of those units here. What was Skady thinking? That fight didn't work out for him in the slightest, as the Son of Osiris can just sit here and take those Fire Giants down. Skady has gotten absolutely massacred in that fight. He thought the flaming weapons was going to be enough, but Mosca knows. He knows what beats flaming weapons. Axemen beat flaming weapons if you've only got access to infantry units, which was the majority of those units there. And now the town center of Skady is falling over here as well. And Skady is in a terrible position. He will have Secrets of the Titans. He will have a Titan. Can Mosca get his own Titan out here? That's a question for him to answer at the moment. Because, I mean, would a Titan be able to deal with Rag Titan here? That's the question. I don't know the answer here. We'll have to wait and see. As the town center falls, Mosca here going to be able to take this position. He's also claimed this location with all those towers as well. Mosca doesn't have any towers up anywhere, but barracks are coming up all over the map. He's got himself this gold mine here, Pharaoh on the trade route to boot here, as some heavy raiders are starting to push through here. Champion, Axeman, Ballista towers also coming through, but the cavalry are out here as well as the villagers coming through with the Son of Osiris to empower this one up. Mosca is going to be at 180 population here. Skady's got the trade route started in a relatively inefficient way with the market on this position. He did have a market over here, but I think he deleted it as the Titan Gate comes in. Ragnarok gets cast, and he's going to be able to get that Titan Gate up. But how much is this going to matter? Because this Ragnarok, he needs to devote a certain amount of Rag heroes onto the Titan Gate to get it out, right? Which means the initial push isn't going to be that strong. The town center is up here for Mosca. Mosca's at 165, 180 population. He can't really take this fight just yet. Brings his Son of Osiris back. If he can pull the units over into this position here, all of those ballista tower are really, really strong here as the town center going to be getting targeted down here. Mosca's got himself 22 trade caravans only, so he doesn't really have infinite resources just yet. He's got bronze mail, no copper weapons just yet as the units turn around and take this fight on this position here. Probably not the best of locations to be fighting here as the town center going to be getting taken down. Mercenary cavalry getting trained out. They're actually not the unit to build. They only have 35% hack armor compared to mercenary infantry, which have got 44% hack armor. So you want to be building those against this sort of situation. But nonetheless, Skady still trying to figure out how to break through here. Does he have resources for a wonder? Answer is no. There is a world where Rag Wonder can beat 4 town center Ra, but I don't think that world is a very... I don't think that world is this reality in all honesty, as we do see the catapult coming through onto this position. Walls getting dropped in by Mosca. What a play here as he's able to take the Rag heroes down, trying to repair that stone wall back up here. But, I mean, he can just retreat into the catapult here if he so chooses. And he's delayed that Titan Gate even longer here on this position. Can't get the walls up, unfortunately, but he's going to be able to retreat back and start the walls all over again as the unit's trying to push through here. We're still seeing Axeman getting pumped out here. Mosca sitting at a solid 160 population there as the unit's retreating back in an attempt to pick off some more of these Rag heroes here. With the Son of Osiris here, as soon as the Rag heroes get in, he retreats back. Titan Gate going to continue coming through here as well. And Skady has got, I mean, he does have an answer for this, and that's Fire Giant, but he doesn't have any Fire Giants out here and no population to get them out either. The other thing Mosca can try and do here is do the animation cancel that is possible with those catapults in this position to try and take out the Titan Gate here as the villagers dropping back down. Going to attempt to drop that wall yet again. He could draw the wall with some other villagers and then drop the villagers down and immediately finish that one off as the Son of Osiris going to attempt to utilize the wall over here. Can't quite get it up as the Son of Osiris taking some damage there all over again. But the Ragnarok has dwindled. And the other thing is, look at Mosca's population at the moment. Look at his resources. You can just spam out priests here as the catapult going to attempt to slow this down yet again. He can also get some more catapults out. He's got another catapult on this position going to come in and grab the town center yet again. This Mosca is playing this one really, really nicely here. Son of Osiris here getting left alone. Might actually fall here. A little bit of a misplay there as the Son of Osiris does pull back into this position. It looks like the Titan will get taken at here. Mosca going to be going for his own Titan. Probably a little bit late there. He had the resources for it. I'm not sure that it matters all too much because he can just spam priests here, get towers up all over the place here on this position here, and he should be okay here to hold as the unit's pushing forward, going to take down even more of those heroes of Ragnarok. The Titan will give Skady some time here to rebuild his population. He's got some food in the bank, he's got some gold in the bank, but all of his units are getting taken down. As we'll see. I mean, the other question is, do you even put the Titan Gate down here with your opponent's Titan Gate being up? Do you put it down and attempt to spam some towers around it and just bait that Titan in to try and trade itself off there or not? Hands of the Pharaoh comes through. How many temples are up? Temples coming up all over the place here now for Mosca in an attempt to just spam priests out here and hold. And we'll see if this is going to be enough as the Axeman trying to trade here, and we see the Son of Osiris getting taken down. That's not what he needed there. The other thing here for Mosca is, while this is going on, guess what he can do and what he is going to be doing? You know you hate it, but it's something that Ra can do. Rock drops coming through, and what does Skady need at the moment? Most of all, he needs town centers to build villages, and Mosca is going to say, not today, Sonny Jim, as that town center is going to be getting taken down. The Fire Giant can get sent over here to defend this one. We also see some walls getting thrown up here in this corner as well from Mosca to try and hide as the Titan comes straight for the middle of this position here. Where are the priests at the moment? Priests are starting to get queued up, but there's nothing here to defend this one at this very present moment. And Mosca here going to be losing houses, losing town centers straight away. The Ragnarok heroes getting pushed back here as well as the walls trying to get thrown up as fast as they possibly can. No attempt. Oh, villagers kind of bumping into each other. The walls do end up getting started here. Will they get finished with a decent amount here? As it does look like they will, as the Watchtower going to come out, get taken out. But the Fire Giant comes through. That's going to be enough to take out the Rock there as the hometown center going down. But Zugod's coming over here to start getting a little bit of damage done. Citadel walls also coming down for Mosca at the moment here as the priest. I mean, where else is the population? He's got 150 population right now as all of those Rag heroes getting taken back. Mosca going to be retreating away from the Fire Giant, attempting to chase that one down there. This one priest is out. The town center getting taken down. Mosca is losing his houses here though, so he needs to get another one up somewhere on the map. But now the Titan, where's he going to go? Does he stay in this position? Take out all these houses first and foremost. Move over here, kill off this town center. I think this is the town center he should be killing, but Mosca is already prepared with a market on this position as well. So one on the bottom, one on the top, can easily swap his trade route between one position and the other. As these rock raids have been thwarted for the time being. The Rock sitting on this position can move over and try and take out this town center on that position there as well. The camel caravans causing a little bit of pathing crisis here for Skady, but Skady just going to take down these buildings here. A couple of priests slowly getting damage dealt onto that Titan as the town center does end up coming back up there. Skady making a little bit of a mistake with the Titan control, not able to stop that one here from coming back up. As the Rock now coming back over. Rock can also take out houses to boot. Iron Mail, Iron Shields also coming through here for Mosca. Does Mosca have any... He does have copper weapons. I feel like bronze weapons is better than copper Iron Mail, but it is what it is. As the Titan down to 5,700 HP. Town center's getting taken out here as the Rock needs to move away. And cavalry did manage to come through as the Fire Giant going to try and chase this one down. A little bit of raids onto this gold mine over here, but with the Migdol Stronghold in position and also Skin of the Rhino available, going to be a challenging thing to make work there. It's the Fire Giant getting into position to defend now for the time being here. Lots of Fire Giants are actually out here as the Titan comes onto this position here. And the way to do this, if you're going to be attempting to move from one town center to the other town center, is when you get all of those idle caravans queued up, you can shift right click or left click onto your idle villager banner on the caravans, and then you can control group all of your caravans to quickly change them from one town center to the other as your town centers get taken down. As Skady putting the effort in to try and take out some of those priests, but they're immediately going to be getting rebuilt here, it seems. As the town center back up over there. Town center over here going to come up very, very quickly as well, it seems, as the Fire Giants pushing through onto this position here. Lots and lots of Fire Giants. How much favor does Mosca have? He's got 51 favor, and he is going to be building mummies out here. As a raiding cavalry coming through here, there are some ballisted towers that are in position here. If those get targeted on this position to take those raiding cavalry out, they die very, very quickly. Unfortunately, Mosca not empowering his town center back up over here as the Fire Giants attempt to take down this position. We'll see if that mummy can come through and cause some problems there. As the villagers coming back in, cheeky little walls over here as well. Going to set up and try and get some more catapult shenanigans started here. As the Titan takes down some more houses. I mean, the hardest part about, or the worst part about Egyptian is that their buildings, while they are free, take a long time to build here. So taking out houses is a smart play there, as Skady is up to 31 villages, 10 ox caravans here. He's trying to get back into a position that he can maybe put pressure onto this. How is he going to kill this town center? He does have a lot of those Fire Giants there. Where'd that mummy go? It looks like the mummy got taken down or something here. As one fire giant traded for one mummy there, it seems, as the minion did get was over on that position there. There's a Titan down to 3,000 HP here. Get a priest to empower the town to drop. As the Titan comes through onto this position, going to attempt to take out the town center yet again. Fortified town center going to be getting taken down there as the Fire Giants trying to figure out what to do here. And Mosca pushes forward, seeing what he can do as well against all of these Fire Giants, but What else is happening here? Random pharaohs over here. It needs to get those over onto the other side, but now towers coming up and a siege works means ouchie for this town center about to happen here. So Titan now down to 3,000 HP. Camel caravans need to get defended here, so to speak, as those mummies get spotted here. Those Hersa of Skady need to push in and actually take those out as fast as possible, as Skady's Titan is getting a lot of damage at the moment, down to 2,800. Once that finishes, though, what's Skady's next plan is the big question. Skady's got himself 50 villagers, which is kind of enough if he has all of his upgrades, which I do not think he does. He doesn't. He does have iron shields already, which is nice. Doesn't have any hill forts up on this position, which he could use to try and push forward here. As a fire giant going to attempt to take down a citadel wall. So much HP on that wall there. As the mummy's getting cleaned up over here. Pharaoh's going to be taking out the Titan very, very quickly here as the fire giants moving forward. Lots and lots of those fire giants ready to help out as the mummy trying to speed walk around here or get away from that Ursa. Mosca down to 3 town centers, gets his town center back up, starts his trade route. And we will be seeing these towers completed as Mosca can now get a catapult out onto that position as the dwarves sneaking onto that gold mine over there. Final gold mine for Skady there, as he needs to get the trade route in a good position as well. Otherwise, he's just not going to have any gold. As Mosca's town center up here going to be falling. Pharaoh's coming up to try and deal with this. Mummies on auto queue, it seems now for Mosca, as he knows he just needs to get them out to take out those fire giants here. But one Pharaoh gets a lot of damage onto these fire giants here. Another thing for Mosca is, yep, trade route up to this spot. Why not? Great decision there. Catapults rolling forward to try and take out the town center yet again on that position there, as Skady takes another town center out, but the Pharaoh here takes out one fire giant. Going to be taking out another fire giant, but the champion raiders are now here to take out the Pharaoh. And Mosca kind of in a difficult position now. He's down to 2 town centers. But as the catapults roll forward here, can he come over onto this spot or not is the big question. Take out that fire giant, make something work here. Mosca is down to 500 gold as well, in a little bit of a tricky position here, but he pushes forward, raiding the dwarves on this spot, making Skady's gold fall even further here, down to, well, he's on 100 gold at the moment. He does have an ox cart on that spot there as well. But the Titan just hanging out over here. The other thing here is that these caravans can move from this town center over to this market here if you have that up. But he doesn't want to have that happening at the moment. Raiding cavalry going to take out the champion chariots there as well. It's the Titan moving back over onto this position, going to try and take out those houses and see how it all works here. The villagers going to get up their baluster towers on this spot, trying to hold here as the dwarves come through, and they can take down the baluster towers relatively quickly. But I mean, that being said, in the late game, it's not really that much damage. It's a little bit more than a raiding cavalry does. As a Titan down to 2,200 HP. Migdol stronghold up. Town center has fallen here for Skady though. So 2 town centers for Mosca, but Skady at 1 town center as the villagers going to sneak back through here, get their town center back up. Titan comes through onto this position as the Pharaohs are out over here. Free population, free resources to eventually take down a Titan here. Smart play here from Mosca to finish that one off. As the Migdol stronghold does end up falling there, or finishing up here, I should say, not falling. And Mosca slowly pushing forward onto this position with some towers to grab the center of the map here. And the fortified town center of Mosca will end up falling on this spot, but the Titan getting closer and closer to being taken out here. And this town center is very easily going to come back up for Mosca. You have to remember it's also a cheaper town center here to boot. Only 275 gold. Is that right? No, that's not right. It's a little bit cheaper because he has sun-dried mud brick, but wait, we can check it out here, right? 340 gold for that one, so it's a little bit cheaper as well. As a catapult cleaning up all of this stuff here. That ox cart getting taken down would really, really slow down the food income of Skady as well, who's really struggling at this point. The fire giants do manage to come through, prevent the town center from coming up, so fire giants going to be retreating back here. Mosca does have some temples down to build some stuff. He's going to be getting himself another rock out as well, as this town center going to be coming back up. Mosca down to 1 town center. Pharaoh control, not the best here, as the Titan will clean those Pharaohs up here, as they're going to be coming back in 90 seconds now, as the Spearmen coming through to raid the Dwarves. Smart play as the Ulfsark going to try and sneak through onto this spot to get this town center up. Can Mosca finish this one? It's going to be close here as the Ulfsark coming in. There is one Chariot Archer to help out. The Fire Giant coming through here to check this one out as well. Skady's actually down to 20 villagers in the town center. Gets up. Skady not going to be able to claim that town center there, as the house is getting finished up in the main base as well. Well, maybe Skady can go for that main town center of Mosca here, as we see a Migdol Stronghold coming down to try and hold this position. Very low HP Fire Giant there. And at the 34th minute of this game, Skady gives, after all is said and done, the free win to the rail player. Okay, I'll stop with the trolling. Really, really nice play here from Mosca. He played it incredibly well. Skady had a plan here, but he didn't go for that plan. He didn't go for that flaming weapons Ragnarok. What he wanted here, and I understand 100% what he wanted Mosca to panic. Put the Son of Strife, put all the units into the rock. The Fire Giants were there to take the rock down and attempt to replicate what Matrius did versus Chemo, taking down that rock with those Fire Giants. But Mosca didn't panic. Mosca knows that Axemen have got themselves enough bonus damage against Herser at 100%, or 100, I think it's 100%. Hang on, let me double check this one. 300%, excuse me, not 100%. 100% is the Thrown Axeman. 300% versus Norse heroes, which means they're doing 5, 10, 15, 20 damage a second. What are the Herser doing against the Axeman with flaming weapons? Well, they're doing something like 12 times 2, so they're doing 22 damage a second. Who wins that fight? Well, the Axemen do, because they've got more hack armor, so they're actually doing more damage than the flaming weapons Herser is doing in those fights. And Mosca knew that. He took the fight with some strength there, especially with that Son of Osiris to help as well. And Skady's plan got absolutely busted, and Mosca gets the dub. If you guys enjoyed this one, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTube, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next game.